We're in. Good day, everybody. Hello. We're going to have Mona Marison here. She's going to at least step up and step in where Billy Gunn could not do it.
Wouldn't show up.
Wouldn't, man. But in all fairness, I kind of like that Billy missed the other day because of the fact that he just confirmed the week of training that we did together. He was too much. Was too much for him. And just be honest. Let's be honest. He came home and passed out, couldn't get up. But I want to check in with you guys. We are confirmed for next Tuesday will be the Titan check-ins. For everybody here, Titan check-ins takes place. If you're new to this page, the Titan check-ins take place on the private Titan Crew group. And that's for everybody. That's free to everybody that subscribes to the meal plan and to the workouts. So you guys are set, ready to go. Get your information in there so we can make sure that if we need to do any kind of tweaks to your plan, your nutrition, your training, your sleep, if you have any injuries, there's so much more than just a basic check-in. So again, also for anybody that is uncomfortable posting their pics in the Titan Crew, you can email those over, and the email is in there for you guys to email those over. You don't have to post your pics for everybody to see. But if you're comfortable with that, and I know some people, especially for me, like I like posting it because it makes me accountable. If they're going to see it, I'm not going to cheat. Is kind of my approach. You know, it's if I have to show the body, I need to come in incredible shape every single time. And so that's kind of one of the reasons I love the check-ins, is because I can only do so much about keeping you guys on track. A lot of it has to come from you. And one of those things is knowing that you're going to do the check-in. You made that commitment to yourself before the first of the year. We're doing this because it's the first of the year, right? We're getting this transformation, this 12 weeks. And that's what those pictures kind of hold you to, going, I got to put my pictures up there. And I'm not looking better than I did 3 weeks ago. You know, then it's like, well, I'm looking at this and you are cheating, and we're going to hold you accountable for that. And so again, it's the great part about the Titan check-ins is that it holds you accountable. If you just keep doing it and keep putting in the work and keep showing up and doing your check-ins, you're going to get better, and you're going to get better so much more than you think. And it's also going to change you a lot more than you think when you guys make those commitments. But you guys kind of know that already. You guys know, you've done this long enough that you know, by you staying on a 12-week plan, you change. You don't just change physically, you change emotionally, and it really sets you up. So I'm excited about getting the check-ins going over there. And also really want to hear back about how you guys are liking the Titan Challenge 4 for all of you guys that are doing the Titan Challenge 4. Before Mona comes back, again, this is a question and answer for both Mona and myself. If you have any kind of questions about getting the blood work done, making sure that your body's functioning right, making sure that you're on the right supplementation, the right meals, allergies to certain foods, if there's an injury, how can we work around that injury? What workouts can we do, or exercises what we can do to work around the shoulder or the bad back or the bad knees? What can we do? How can we change the cardio to suit you better? And how do we make sure that that metabolism is functioning at 100%, the best of its ability, so you can change as much as you want? So that's Titan check-in in a nutshell. But there's so much more that happens too, not just from me. The cool thing about the Titan Crew is there's so much information from all the Titan Crew members that are in there, and they're talking about their experiences and what they're dealing with as they diet down and stuff. So I think that stuff's really beneficial for anybody out there that's like, well, I want to hear from somebody that's working 12 hours a day. How are they working around the workouts, the nutrition, the cardio? I work at nights. Okay, so what does that individual do at nights that's similar to what I do? And how can I continue to do the meal plans and train? And when's the best time to train? So all those kind of things happen right in the Titan crew, and we take care of it and make sure that you're doing perfect. Perfect. Again, we never settle. We can be happy with our progress, but we never settle with it, and we try to continue to get better. All right, Jeffrey, let's go into some questions. I want to make sure the first portion here, again, this is question and answer. Please put your questions down. Jeffrey's going to read those, go over those, and try to make the questions, if it's relevant to you, that's great. But if it's more global and can help more people, that's also really good too.
Before the question, shout outs to Big Doug's Uncle Dan. Big Doug's uncle.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This one can kind of help everybody.
Okay.
Mike, how do you manage to keep your diet in check? Like, do you cheat meals or cheat days? Is it normal to feel sluggish after a cheat day? So how do you keep your diet in check? It kind of relates to the Titan food too.
Yeah. Responsibilities for me on what I'm doing in life. That I understand, I always have that short-term goal and a long-term goal. I'm always working towards something, so there's never an off. And I've got really good at making a goal stay in the forefront of my mind, which is a good thing for anybody. It's like when you're hungry at night and you want to cheat, and you're like, no, that goal means so much to me. You can conquer anything. You can do whatever you want to do at that point. At least for me, it works that way. And the people I know, it works that way for me. And if anybody doesn't know, I would say I'm very disciplined when it comes to the food, but I am a continuous foodie because I think that's one of my biggest enjoyments in life. So I think there's something that we're going to do this week. I get a high day. And so because I'm in a deficit and I can feel my body slowing down. So what I do is, knowing that it's slowing down, I need to bump it back up. So I have to play with my calories. And a good way to play with the calories, if you're in a deficit and your body shuts down. So I have to go through the list of, is it really shut down? What's going on? What are all the criteria? Am I getting stronger or weaker? Am I looking flat? There's not just.
It's not just every Sunday.
It's not just every Sunday. It's not just the fact of I had a bad workout today. I must be my metabolism stopped. I'm retaining water today. It must be something. There's so many more factors to it, and that's why we do the check-ins, so I can make sure and go, okay, no, in the last 2 weeks you are shutting down. You're doing too much. We need to pull back. We need to bring your calories up. And so for me, I really realized that my body is shutting down. I'm training really hard, but the deficit I'm in is a good deficit. I'm changing quickly, but it still needs to get a high day in there to kick it back into gear. And then I will fix the calories after the high day, because I'm going to spike it and then be consistent. So with that being said, to help you out on this, the goal has to be there. The goal has to be there from you on what it is. And then the second thing is, again, being accountable or having people that hold you accountable. That's why, again, I think the Titan check-in is great. And we really do see, hi. Oh, yeah. Rock and roll. And then also make sure he checks that one. And then go over the heating. You can put the dogs away.
I'm going to bring them outside first.
Oh, I got you. So there's a lot of factors to it. I'm here to help you to stay on your point. And these Titan crew members here can explain that to you, that I really stay on you and I try to hold you accountable and make sure you do your checkups. But at the end of the day, it's got to be you and that goal, whatever that goal is. And I do short-term goals. Now, I'm going to throw all what I just said away. I'm going to throw it all away because of the fact of, I understand that this is a lifestyle, right? And so a goal could be a celebration. Okay. So I'm okay with that. Really okay with you guys celebrating. Like, if you do have a high day every Sunday, I'm okay with that. As long as you're accepting the pros and cons to that. If you have to have a high day mentally, then you do it. Then you do it. And I understand it. And then we try to keep working to make sure that you're still doing the deficit during the week, that you're doing okay. So there's a lot of factors to it. But um, you guys with the 30-day blitz, one of the cool things about that is that you push so hard during the week, that the great thing about that is that on Sundays you're loaded up, because I already know your body's going to be shut down. That's why I love the 30-day blitz. And that's why we could really do it to the extreme that we did it, because Sundays was so fun. It was so fun eating. And then also I because I was doing it and I had Heath Evans here and Mona. And so we were all kind of like celebrating with the food. So it really worked well. So it was a good thing. It was a good thing. But hopefully you understand that. Don't take this away. Anybody here, do not go out there and say, hey, Mike said to have a high day, because that's your goal. It's not what I said. I gave you an option how to think about it and approach it if you need it. Okay. Obviously, you're not going to get the results as well as the other person or a similar person staying on the plan all the time and celebrating at 12 weeks. Okay. Because that's how we do shows, right? If we're doing a bodybuilding show where I got a guest pose or do a movie, I don't get no high day unless the body shuts down. And a lot of the time when it gets to that point, your kind of mind's playing with you. Is it shutting down? Is it shutting down? You got to just stay in it and realize it's not shutting down. It's just your mind is overpowering your body. So that's a huge one for you guys. If that all confuses you, just stay on your nutrition. Don't worry about it. All right. So with that being said, there is.
I'm telling you.
There we go. All right. Great. Well, that's good news then. That's good news. Well, not really. So that's kind of the insight. Thank you. I know that was a long one, but I want you all to understand that I fully understand the other aspects of high days, and emotional is one huge one. Okay. You want to add to that, Jeffrey? Do you want to say anything that I might have missed on that?
Well, that's really it.
All right.
That's the most important thing. It's that goal. If you don't have that plan,
Can't do it. Go for the next one. How do we do it?
how do you keep your skin so?
Ooh, that's a good one. And we're going to get some videos up this weekend. Okay, let's try to do this weekend. We're going to get up a facial or one of the face treatments I do to really just keep the skin healthy. There's a lot of ways to stimulate collagen in the skin, and that's for the body as well. So we'll get those videos up, but I do recommend everybody that's out there. I know this is going to be wasted on the young because you don't have any skin damage or anything like that, but just understand this. Most skin damage is done in your teens and your 20s. It just takes until you're 40 or 50 for it to come out. How crazy is that? Now, the lucky thing is I had a mother that took care of her skin, and it was like porcelain. And she taught me that early on. And I was one of those kids that said, or I was told, because I'm Irish, Scottish, Viking. So it's one of those things. Hey, you going outside? Put on sunblock. And so I always did. So that was one of the big things that kind of saved me later in life. Now, I also put lotion on the body because I understood that I was going to show the body through my lifetime, and I wanted healthy skin. So again, that's one of those things. And then for anybody that's older, you can get it better. Everything that we can do, we can be better if you start today. All right. And so, I got the cream for the body and then take care of your face. But we'll get more details on the YouTube for you guys to watch that. So again, I hope you guys are subscribed. These YouTubes are turning and burning daily now. So I would make sure to put a notification on there just to kind of oversee those videos. Also for you youngsters, again, there's a lot of videos I do teaching you about future lifting that are going to come in beneficial when you're younger. Okay. So if I talk about injuries or working around owies or anything like that, I would recommend watching them because you're going to understand what you need to do to prevent that as a kid as you age. All right. Great question. Next, Jeffrey.
I have pain on the knee and the I have pain on the inside of my knee even when I'm working out with no weight. What should I do? I don't want to avoid surgery. Easy one.
Yeah, I mean, I'd find out what the problem is. That's the first thing I would do. I would make sure you're taking care of your joints and ligaments. But that's yeah, you've got to go in and get an MRI, find out what's going on. Is it bone on bone? Are we losing your joints or
I don't know why people
deteriorating?
That's like a really common question. Hey, I have pain here. What should I do?
Feed the body correctly, make sure the connective tissue is good, but you got to go find out what it is. That's it. You got to find out what it is. All right. And that's, guys, that last question is for everybody. If you got a pain in the back, knees, elbows, go find out what it is. Don't just keep ignoring it, especially if you got pain and it's without any pressure on it. Like he was saying, he even squatting without weight, it hurts. Mona's coming in a second. I didn't tire her out from her workout, but Mona got her workout in today. As we were had a great workout with Robbie Robinson today. Man, I tell you, Robbie, if you guys are not paying attention to him, pay attention to him in all my videos. Really pay attention to him. Not just what he says. Watch the way he does the exercises. It really, especially these last couple of weeks, these videos that Jeff has on his camera that are coming out, they are second level. We're still good on the volume. All right, they're just checking for gas leaks and stuff, guys. This is he did some stuff, and I talked about this yesterday, that he buried me. I'm not strong, right? I'm not strong for a body. I'm strong for a power lifter. I'm a champion power lifter. And he's doing weights that I'm doing. And again, he's almost closing in on 80 here. It's so cool for me to get my ass kicked. Because even if he's doing my weights, that's technically kicking my ass. I don't know how much heavier than I am than him, but he's 76. He shouldn't beat me on anything. He shouldn't be close to me. My goal during the workouts is to crush him, and his job is to crush me. That's what training partners do. And to see him do an exercise and just minutely change it a little bit and discover my weakness, oh, that is gold, man. If you guys have a training partner like that, keep him. Keep that training partner. Anybody that shows up every day, everybody that kind of changes it and calls you out on stuff. I think one of my best training partners, again, goes back to Mr. Universe, Tito Raymond. Because for his size and stuff and how strong he was moving weights. And he's like, hey, if I do the same weight as you, you're slacking. And it's a cool thing to have that kind of a training partner. Kelly came in today. So you guys know Kelly, you know Prime Rib, right? And we got to do a Kelly shirt, but Prime Rib. Prime Rib comes in and starts doing some rear delts as much as me. I know it's rear delts. Trust me, I got an ego on me. I don't want him to do anything. I don't care if it's finger curls. I don't want him to be anywhere close to me. And he's doing over there, stacking the weights with me on rear delts. And I'm like, oof, I'm not having that. So it's fun to get that for you guys and your training partners. I'm all tanned up today because I am on set the next couple of days, filming a TV show, 911, with Angela Bassett. So that'll be good as I squirt myself in the eye. Crystal light in the eye. That stings. won't say any comments. What do we have here? Go for it.
Hi, Mike. You're a legend in the fitness industry. You support people to become fans.
Oh, thank you. That was very kind. I appreciate that. All right, next one. Go for it.
Do you use baby oil on your body for photo shoots?
Yeah, you use baby oil or some kind of oil for photo shoots or on stage in bodybuilding shows. Um, I think most people know that. That's not a common thing that they know that they're oiled up? Yeah, yeah. Gives it a nice glow and sheen to the body. Okay, I gotta say this. What's up, kiddo? So the great thing about this is one of our Titan crew members here. He is great about stories on Instagram and Facebook. So if you guys are doing a meal from the Titan plan or a workout or something from one of the workouts that we do, and you tag me, I really and the team know to kind of repost those and share that to the world because that's cool for me to see, and I want the world to see all the Titans out there that are staying on their nutrition, that's doing their nutrition, that's taking their supplementation, that's getting the sleep on time, that's those kind of things. I think is really important to see. It's not just me doing this stuff. It's not just Mona doing this stuff. It's all of us, right? So I just want to give a shout out right there.
When you make your short-term goals, what is your time frame? Weeks or months?
Oh, great question. Short-term goals are could be weekly for me. I booked this show, and so for this one, it was I don't know if I had 7 days, so it was a very short-term goal to do what I needed to do to be ready to film for this. But it could be 2 weeks. I don't go longer than 12 weeks for short-term goals. I think a long-term goal is 3 months. That's the farthest out I go. I don't do a year. That's too far for me. So it's always 12 weeks, reevaluate, do the next thing. So that's some of the help I think that from me to you guys. I don't think doing a year out is bad. I've never been able to keep that kind of motivation for something a year out for a goal. 12 weeks, anybody can stay on a plan for 12 weeks. Anybody can stay on the nutrition and training for 12 weeks, minus any kind of real big injuries and stuff. But besides that, I like the weekly goals, mostly with the Blitz. The Blitz taught me a lot. I think the Blitz and Power Bodybuilding taught me the most ever in training. Those two programs taught me hands down the most in life. Different reasons. Power Bodybuilding shows me how fast you can lose this. Yeah, I know that's kind of what does that mean? You don't realize how fast you can lose that strength when you diet down, or how much you lose the volume work when you're training. But you switch up for a good 4, 8, 12 weeks on something else, and you go back to Power Bodybuilding, it's an eye opener. It's like, wow, I stayed on my plan. I kept eating. I kept doing everything. It's a different world, that Power Bodybuilding. Just that and strength gains are two completely different worlds than most of the programs. And then the Blitz teaches me the mental strength. Just if you can stay true to something to that extreme, you get to a crazy, crazy goal visually. But again, visually, not a physical goal when it comes to Power Bodybuilding. When we hit those last 8, 9, 10, 11 weeks on Power Bodybuilding, that strength is scary, dangerous. Yeah. You want to feel like a superhero, go do Power Bodybuilding. Go do strength gains right now. You want to look like a superhero, go do the 30-day Blitz. Great question, though, Mary. Great question.
What's your thoughts on fasting and working out?
Fasting has its place. I don't know what you mean though by fasting and working out. Because on the 30-day blitz, we do incorporate fasting. But yeah, you train. I don't know the concept that you're asking. Sorry, I don't think I can answer this correctly for you.
Regardless, though, I think you hit it right there at the first part.
Fasting has its place.
Has
Yeah.
its place, you know, so it depends on where you're at.
I wouldn't do
How you're
this,
doing it.
and I don't know if this is kind of what you're asking. I wouldn't fast and not work out. I mean, if you're going to work out, you're going to burn the calories, right? And so if you don't eat and you don't work out, then you're just burning the calories in a different way. I like the idea of exercising and instead double fold.
Fasted while working out. So maybe you wake up, don't eat anything, go to the gym.
Yeah, I think again, yeah, fasting while working out. I think that has its place if you're doing a cut. But again, it's a short-term thing. It's like we said we incorporated that in on the 30-day blitz, and that's about extreme as I would incorporate it in to a portion of those days. And that was only a couple days.
Sound all excited about your movies? No?
I haven't yet. I'm waiting for you.
Oh, come on. Come
I'm
on.
waiting
you
for
guys,
you.
Did you see Mike's Instagram page, my page, all the pages about what's happening with the movies? How can you not talk about that? I think you're a little too excited and you can't even talk
Yeah.
about yourself. Dreams. Absolutely mind blowing.
Say it again.
Honey.
Say it again.
So, Sundance this weekend.
Sundance Film Festival.
That's right. This weekend coming up. There's two big movies there.
Well, there's a
Divinity.
lot of movies there.
Yes, but the biggest movies there, Divinity and Magazine Dreams with Jonathan Major. Guys, absolutely mind blowing. I'm so excited.
Yeah, so I think you guys probably, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram or stuff. We'll put it on Facebook as well. But to be at Sundance, first of all, just to be in a big time theater blockbuster movie is huge.
Mhm.
But to be in two is crazy. To be in two that are nominated and being premiered at Sundance Film Festival,
It's pretty freaking cool.
I would be curious to find out if anybody else has ever had two movies the same year at the same at Sundance.
Yeah,
That would be kind of cool to find out if
Yeah,
you
but
know.
we did put a trailer up today. Check it out.
Let's
on
put it
our-
over
our-
on.
Yeah, we gotta go on Facebook with Titan Crew. Everybody's gotta see it on Twitter. We gotta put this. It's absolutely amazing, black and white, classic, great shots.
Yeah, this
and
one's. So this first one we just put up the trailer
Okay.
just launched today, and it's so edgy. It's so cool. When you guys see this, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I had fun filming it, and excited about the possibility of it
And I
winning
like-
awards.
Yeah, and I like that you actually are grounded. You're not going crazy about. Oh, I mean, you're. Well, not yet.
Yeah,
anyway,
I gotta
but
stay
see-
calm.
Yeah.
I
I
gotta-
see your comment. I think that's the best thing to do because fame comes and goes. So you never know how this is going to play out. But
Yeah.
I think you should live in this moment. It is absolutely amazing.
I will try. I will try after I get off set tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll
I know.
enjoy it.
We gotta go back and start reading your lines again.
Yes, we do.
Oh,
How do we find out there?
about the gas.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Okay, we are back. Jeff, will you turn that light up just a little bit behind you? All right, what else do we got here? Good with that? I'm good with that. Hey, will you guys also let me know just the sound? We Jeff really went out and got some good microphones and software, so our sound will be much better. Also, if you guys are on YouTube, please let me know how you guys are liking the quality of the videos from the YouTube and how those are going for you and what you would like to see on YouTube. I try to give you a lot of stuff that I'm thinking ahead of that might, well, I'm giving you stuff that I think is beneficial for anybody and everybody of all ages. And so if it doesn't seem like it is beneficial to you when it comes to weightlifting and training, really try to find the underlining tone that I'm giving you in those workouts. I think this last week is one of those things that we all get little owies and injuries and stuff. And how can you continue to train? Because that's one of the biggest things. And one of the biggest things I try to tell the Titan crew is it's not about when you're healed, everything is great, your body's functioning nice, you're kicking ass, and the diet's going great, and you got such a good goal. You're obviously going to be on point there. It really does come down to when you got the bad knees, the back, the shoulders, and things are messed up, and you just go, hey, I got to continue forward, but how? Those are really big. Great. So they like the sound. Good. Thank you guys for that feedback.
How do you keep motivated when you're not feeling that on certain days? I bet Mona is very inspirational for you. Keep you motivated.
I would love to say yes, but it's me that keeps me motivated.
Ooh,
Yeah. Has to come from me. I don't care who's cheering me on. I don't care who's telling me, hey, get to the gym. If it's not me, I don't do anything, guys. Unless I know that I'm eating my meal, it isn't somebody else. Listen, I was in relationships before her. And I got to this level because of who I am, not because of who I was dating. I'd love to give props to her. She makes life easier. I will 100% say that. But again, it comes down to like those days I don't want to train and don't want to eat. It's me that makes me eat, and it's me that makes me go train. I would love to say it's somebody else, but I'm glad I say it's not somebody else.
I was going to say, what if it was somebody else? I'm sure you'd love if it was somebody else, because that somebody else isn't there. Or...
I appreciate you saying Mona. Mona helps tremendously. But I think this has to come from you. It can't come from your significant other. Because trust me, I've been in relationships where the significant other wanted to eat bad. Significant other wanted to go do things that would mess me up for my show or competition or movie or anything like that. And it was me that kept me on point. You want to go out for pizza? Go. I'm not doing it. But we're boyfriend and girlfriend. Let's go. Let's do this. I want to go cheat. You can cheat. I'm going to eat my meal. There's a time and a place for all that kind of stuff in my world. And unless the significant other is cool with that, that was one of the things I think mostly for me later in life. I wish I was lucky enough to do what I did when I was younger, because I'm that same person I was when I was a teenager in my 20s. I didn't sacrifice workouts for things. I didn't sacrifice meals to enjoy somebody else's company from meals. And that may sound really weird to all of you, or like, well, come on, you can skip a workout or this or that. I couldn't because I absolutely knew what my desire was. And I wouldn't be here today if I did, because I'll guarantee this, with my personality, I started skipping 1 or 2 workouts. It would have turned into 10, 20. Then I wouldn't have done it. It's like, I'm never going down that road. So that's how I function, guys. I just won't go down that road. It's my plan for that stuff. I can enjoy parties without eating. I can enjoy parties without drinking. I can enjoy my friendship with people in the afternoon, not at 10 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night. Billy and his kids were over the other day for Monday Night Football. I went to bed at 7. They come over. They were all having ice cream and pizza and stuff. I had to be at 7 because I had to be up at 3 in the morning. So it's just really how you do that. But that's a great question. But for anybody out there, man, it goes back to the earlier question. How do you stay on point? You just do. Any more leaks
Yeah.
out there too?
It's a big leak out there. So I'm gonna shut the valve to that too. So it's it looks like it's coming where there's like a little yellow connector, looks like a snake, right, or a hose. The side that connects to the burner itself. I think it's leaking from there.
Okay.
That's where a lot of it's coming out of. Yeah, so we're gonna just shut it down. But I just wanted to let her know.
Okay.
Did she?
She went to get our little one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna shut it down. We'll right out of stuff for you guys.
Okay, we are back. Questions again. Wow, we might be skilling those barbecues in a little different way. Might be doing old school. What does McDonald's do? Because there's Burger King does the grill.
Oh yeah.
Barbecue does. McDonald's does the pan.
Fucking microwave. That's what they do. Boom. They want the man. They want the man, Robbie. I want to see more of that.
Absolutely.
Videos are great.
Oh, thanks, man. That's Jeffrey and his camera work.
Love the shirt. Where can I get one?
MichaelHearnLifestyle.com.
Right there.
Right there's the lifestyle, guys. This is no disrespect. It's just my approach. I don't think we have to settle. I don't think that you have to. This new age.
Facts are disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't want it. And here's a question. You said somebody said, "Hey, I bet you Mona keeps you really motivated and stuff on your workouts and training, right?" You know what she does do? She'll bust my balls. I start getting a little heavy or a little weak on the workout or something like that, and she goes, "That ain't we don't have that." So in that sense, it's cool to have my significant other that demands a level from me that I demand from myself. And again, I think that's just really cool to have somebody, and that could be a training partner, it could be a brother, a sister, it could be a parent, it could be a lot of things. But when they just kind of go, today, I don't know if Jeff noticed this, but Doc is a man of few words, very, very, he's one of the guys that just analyzes everybody. But I know Doc, and today we were doing behind the neck press, and geez, I just felt really, really beyond healthy. And I was getting that bar so low to where it was almost touching my traps behind the neck with good weight, with 275, and it irritated Doc. And Doc went up heavier by 50 pounds than he normally does. And so it was cool to see Doc go, forget that. And so it was just me taking advantage of me being in a really good place, and then Doc getting pissed and use it in a good way. And pissed doesn't mean like angry. He's just like, if you're doing that, you're not going to plate me or double plate me, And so that's kind of a cool thing to do. And that doesn't always happen, but it's a cool thing when it does. My man, what's going on? Go for it.
Loving Titan Challenge 4 coach, leg day kill me today. I like how the upper body day is on Monday versus legs. That's the big thing. Ready to switch up. Ready for the switch up.
I love it. I love hearing that. What?
Podcast.
Podcast. Thanks for that. That's great feedback. Everybody on the Titan Challenge 4. Remember, Tuesday, Titan Tuesday is check-in. So I want you guys all to get over there. Let us know what's going on. Let us know all the information that we've and the team have put down there for you guys to answer and get back to us. Also, really take time on the first one, which is goal setting. 1 or 2 is goal setting. And I would like a much shorter term goal instead of I want longevity. I want something more short term, like, hey, in the next 2 weeks, I would like to see this. I would like that. I would like to drop a pound. I'd like to put a pound on, something like that. Okay, guys? Hey, will you go for that one?
Coach, just wanted to tell you that my workouts Bowflex is like working with chains hanging on the bar. Great resistance through the entire range of motion. And it's coming very good.
We want to point out one thing, how the guy fix it, and then you have another lead. You want the person to check everything. And then also same thing.
Okay, we are back. Jeffrey, can you help me out here? We have any more good questions?
Start your ice baths.
I am tired, guys. You see for me, I know when I'm tired. My eyes go. Show up to blow up. That was good. I love it. Let's get ready. I'm with you, man.
Live to work out versus workouts.
Wow.
Dropping them.
Wow. I am taking that one. That is beautiful. Oh, that one I love. You text me that. That's freaking gold. If you wanted to sum up my approach to working out and life, that would be it.
So the heating and the water tank is both gas and electric. both right. I was like,
Hey guys, I just want you to all know that I was right about something me and Mona bet on. So we were both right. Are you coming over to sit down? I just want you to give some kind of insight on how you're doing with your nutrition and everything.
yeah, I'm happy with how everything is going. You know what I just had?
Can you read that?
I had life to
Live to
live to work,
work
yes,
out.
work out to live. Live to work out, yes, work out to live.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I love
I'm
that.
just trying to put it together.
Well, we work out so we can live. I mean,
Yeah,
what
got
I mean, live to work out. Because they're basically saying, what do they say? There's a beautiful saying where they said, take care of your health before your health takes care of you, or some sense like that. Yeah, yeah. And so it's like you're in the hospital now. You don't.
we're talking about the nutrition. So we have our nutrition plan. I have
I'm going to use grocery.
my nutrition plan, obviously app. So that's my. But what I could say is this: some people just they dropped off and they say, "Hey, I don't want the nutrition plan any longer." And here's the thing: if you are on a nutrition plan, on Mona's nutrition plan for quite a bit, and you learn how to prep your meals, and you learn how to play with your calories, and you're on the lives that Mike has been doing, and you learn how to play with your macros, then hey, hats off, move on. Obviously, you shouldn't pay money for something that you already know how to do. But to me, I'd rather pay money to have a plan. If I don't have a plan, it doesn't work. I eat whatever. I need to have a plan. It doesn't matter if it's a high calorie plan, if it's a low calorie plan, I have to be on a meal plan. It all depends what your goal is, obviously. And I'm assuming everybody's got a goal. So for me, it's worth to pay the money because it keeps me, I have to be responsible and it keeps me on track with what meals I have to take in. It's like anything else. The one-on-one clients, hey, listen, are you working with Mike for about a year? You lost the weight. You learn how to do things. You know that you could do everything on your own now. You just, excuse me, have to play with your calories by yourself. And you could actually do that. Move on. Nobody says that you should be staying working with Mike all your life. I mean, that's not the goal. The goal is for him to teach you how to play with your calories, how to do things, how to eat properly, you know, how to train, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. And of course, you should learn and move on. It's the same thing with the nutrition plan. But when people are dropping off nutrition plans and they go on their own and then they come back and they're like, well, I put on some weight. I need to get back on the, I don't feel bad because if you're not responsible enough and if you don't know enough how to prep your meals, how to do your calories, and you haven't paid attention to how to do your plan, then you should stay on the plan. That way it keeps you somehow on track. You know,
I think that goes back to like we were talking about earlier is how do you stay the baby goals, the motivation, how do you circle of people? So we've talked about this. You guys know that all of us, me and Mona and all of our friends have talked about the circle of people that you're around and the group. And that's why I love the Titan crew. And I know that I could have kept the 10,000 members that we had in the Titan crew last year, the year before. It was 10, 11,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I didn't want to keep that and I started the new one is because there's drop-offs. And I wanted that crew to be people that are consistently doing the work and being there. And I would rather have,
they're going to go for a walk.
I would rather have 10 hardcore people
Mhm.
than 1,000 people that come in every year and say hi. It's like, I want the people that are kind of living it like I do and love it like I do. I think that's the biggest thing. I think this allows me, the Titan crew allows me, or the training allows me, and the nutrition allows me to live the life I do and continue to do what I do. And I want those kind of people around me. I do. I love those kind of people that stay motivated and keep pushing and get those baby goals. And
Can you even imagine not being on a on an eating plan or a nutrition
I
plan.
can't
You
fathom. I can't. But I've never not been on
Yeah.
one. So
yeah, that's
I
what I'm
just
saying. Can you
my
imagine
lifestyle.
not doing it? It's crazy.
Um,
So
your meal plans are going good. You're getting the workouts in. You hit some legs today.
I did.
You're doing the Titan Challenge 4s also
I
as
am,
well.
yes. And with my schedule, obviously, trying to get and fit everything in with the baby and dogs and Mike and work and Jeff. And
She added me in
Serge.
there. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, she added me in there. Like, oh, you got to be baby
But
fed.
today I got to the gym. I was like, see you later. And I took off and I had my own workout. I did my own thing.
She goes, I'm
So,
done.
Yeah.
Done
yeah,
with you
yeah,
guys.
I had to. Sometimes you have to do that. And sometimes, my workouts get cut in half and then I have to recover out for my workouts later on in the day. Listen, I can't
You get it
complain. I
in.
am happy right now. I ate very good for the past week, I could say. I've been getting my meals in. I like to, so I'm like 90% there. I like to be 100%. And why am I not 100%? Not because I'm not eating the meals, because of course it matters what you eat, but it's more important to me when you eat. So that's what I've been missing, the timing of my meals, because I'm so busy. So that's
big.
what I have to fix. It's when I eat. I have to maybe just get up and have a shake instead of the first meal, so I could get and do what I'm doing instead of skipping that first meal and then try to fit all my meals in later. So that's really important. That's what I have to fix. But other than that, I'm good.
All right. Let's go a couple more questions for Mona, guys. And then we got to get closed up today.
Mm-hmm.
The motivation.
Thank you, Jay. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I just had some beef and cabbage. It was so good. Yeah,
Beef and
I'm here.
cabbage.
it was so good.
Thank you so much.
What do you need, Lovey? Why are you?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
He said, "I'm gonna cry."
Why are you gonna cry?
Because mommy's not there. You're gonna cry. Aw, do you want some? You wanna be on the live? No.
Okay, Jeffrey, go for this.
Should I bulk or cut? Also, what do you think my weekly training split should be if my goal is 50% aesthetics, 50% strength, 21, 5'9", 185, 60% body fat, PRs, 455 squat, 365 bench.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Make sure to do your Titan check-in, and then we'll figure that out.
Bam.
I was strong.
So
on
what
the
was
next
great
day.
about that last one is that's, he'll answer more questions I have for him, but that's what the Titan crew is. If anybody is serious about lifting and really wants to understand what I've learned from Robbie Robinson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Frank Zane, how did they do what they did? Ed Cohen, any of these people, any of the greatest powerlifters or bodybuilders in the world, what have I learned from them? That's done in the Titan crew and setting you up on what you should do at that age. So just for all of you that are out there that maybe aren't in the Titan crew yet, that's where that gets answered. That's where we get you set up so you're on point. Here's the biggest thing. I'm so glad I did. I'm glad I started when I did as a young kid. And I'm glad I started and I didn't stop. And I also understand this. I'm glad I listened to Lee Haney. I'm glad I listened to Arnold and what they told me, and not just go, here's Arnold's workout. I'm just going to do his workout. When they gave advice to me, I followed that advice. I go, okay. And I applied it, and I checked to see what worked and what didn't work. And then I kept moving and learning from that. But the one thing I didn't do, I never learned something from Barry DeMay back in the day. Him tell me something and me just bypass it. If he said, hey, go do this, this, and this, that's what I would do. I would go do those three things that he just told me to do. And then I'd find out which worked, what didn't work, what did I not understand, and what do I understand. So that's one of the biggest things. But I think the greatest thing about that is that you guys today are tenfold better than I could have. To be able to, if this was reversed and I'm sitting there listening to Arnold talk about what he was doing, or any of these guys that I grew up with, what they were doing, I would go over there and try to listen more to what he had to say, because we only had the magazines. That's all we had. And so I had to read everything until I got to meet these guys in person. And then I got lucky enough to become friends with all these people and with the greatest. So my point to you is, if you got time to learn something from me, Heath Evans, Ed Cohen, Barry DeMay, learn that stuff. Learn what they're teaching. Pay attention to those things that are going on. I'm going to leave you there. We'll see all of you in the Titan Crew on Tuesday for your check-ins. Remember to look for that post in the Titan Crew. I will announce that day and the post again on that day, but make sure that you are there. Get your information in. Again, it's a list of 20 questions I'm going to ask you, and I need you to answer those individual questions the best you can, along with the additional information that I'm giving you to go. And so it's going to be set up for you guys to win. We're winning in 2023. Thank you so much, everybody. And I will see you after this incredible weekend of my 2 movies premiering at Sundance Film Festival. Thanks, guys.